Hello everybody, my name is Chris and I'll be guiding your mobility flow today. This flow is going to be focused mostly on opening the hips, the hamstrings, the quads, so it's going to be a very deep stretch, especially if you had a tough workout and you're very sore. You either did hiking, biking, and then you just want to open up those hips and release some of that muscle tissue that's very tight. So make sure you have any props available to you, whether it is blocks or a stretching strap, anything that will make your practice useful. So let's begin in a tabletop position. Big toes together, spread your knees apart, drop your hips back, and send your forehead to the ground. Let's take a moment to stay here. Feel the breath. Feel the ground beneath you. Take some big inhales and exhales. Begin to notice the tension in your body, in your hips. In your next inhale, you want to go back into a tabletop position. Bend the elbows up the ribs. Send your chest down, your forehead down. Slide forward. Drop your hips. Lift your chest up. Gaze up towards the ceiling. For a cobra pose. Find what feels comfortable for you here, whether it is your elbows bent, your hands extended to open up those hip flexors. Find a position that feels comfortable here. Bend those knees and begin dropping them side to side. First to the right, then to the left, like wiper shields. We're waking up the pelvis, the hips, all of those muscles that we're about to work. Feel this in the lower back as well. And when you're ready, go back to center, drop the feet, and begin to lift up your chest into a tabletop position. And we're gonna move to wake up the spine, to wake up the hips. Send the hips back for a child's pose. As you exhale, inhale, run your spine up, look towards your belly button, and send your hips down for a cobra. Gaze up, exhale. Inhale, round your back, and into a child's pose. Inhale, round your spine, into cobra. 3 more times. Inhale, child's pose. And cobra. Two. And one last time. Into cobra. And bring your body into a tabletop position. Tuck your toes in, hover at the knees above the ground just a few inches. Time your core. Maybe move back forward a little bit and then back. Want to activate the core, warm up our body, and extend both legs. Send your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. This is where your props come handy. If you want to use the props, you can place them right in front of you. Decide which level you want to use them. I prefer for the downward facing dog position with the blocks. In this second level, or the first level, send your hips up and back and notice how your heels are able to reach the ground lower. This time we're giving space for the chest, for the thoracic spine to open up a little bit further. This is a way where you can find a deeper stretch for a downward facing dog. Or just stay without the props. Lift your heels up, bend your knees close to the ground, barely touching it. And then send your hips up and back. Lift your heels, bend the knees. Exhale, inhale, send the hips up and back. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, inhale. Let's do that warm up one more time. Lift the heels, bend at the knees. Inhale, lift it up. And drop your heels. Bring the big toes to touch. Send your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, right heel towards the left glute. And open up those hips to your right side. Make sure you are distributing the weight of your body in both hands. Not just in the left arm, but also in the right arm. Extend the leg and bend the knee close to your nose, almost like if you want to touch or kiss your knee. Step your foot in between your hands. Send your left knee back on, tuck your toes. Raise your hands up towards the ceiling. Lengthen through the spine, almost as if you have something pulling your crown of your head up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hips deeper into the stretch. So you want to have your knee stacked right above your ankle and both heels and feet on the ground. So you want to have a 90-degree angle here. Make sure that these are both in the ground. You don't want to be much like this. You have to be your foot completely planted on the floor. And as we have our hands up and to the ceiling, take a big inhale. Exhale and sink a little deeper. Left hand goes to the ground. Right hand pushes the right knee away from the midline of the body. Take a few moments to breathe here. And you can push the knee back and forth. Bring the knee close to you and away from you with the hands. And feel how each time you do this movement, your hip is able to open up just a little more. I invite you to create some circles here for the hip. Feel what is tight, what needs some more attention. If there's an area that you need to stay there to feel deeper stretch, you can do so, or continue making the circles with the hips. And whenever you're ready, you can change directions. And synchronize the movement with your breath. Visualize how every time you exhale, you're releasing some tension of the body. Place your right hand down to frame your right foot. Send your hips back. Visualize you pushing down towards the right heel. Again, this is where your blocks become very handy. You can place it on your side and adjust the height of the block however you feel like it adapts better to you. Again, push the heel down towards the ground and maintain a straight spine. Flex the toes up. Now let's create some movement here. Go back into a low lunge position. Into half split. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale to half split. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale to half split. And 2 more times. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale to half split. Inhale to low lunge. And exhale to half split. Right here, place both hands on the ground. You want to move towards your left side. So pivot your left foot, extend your right foot towards the side. Plant your right foot in the ground and your left knee is bended. Your hands are forward. They might come off the mat if necessary. And send your hips back. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to send your hips back. Let's do this movement 3 more times. Synchronize with your breath. Let's go back to center. And send your hips back 1 more time. See if this time you can rest your hips on the floor where you're bending your left foot. If you need extra support, you can go ahead and place 1 block or a bolster underneath you. We're stretching the inner thighs as well as stretching the left quad in here. Want to lift up your left arm towards the ceiling and reach towards your right toe. Try to rotate your left armpit towards the ceiling as you gaze to the sky. Extra props here, like your stretching strap, might be helpful if you want to feel an extra stretch on the left lateral side of your lower back. You can release from this position as you frame with your hands your right foot and send your chest closer towards your knee. You can grab your foot, utilize your stretching strap, or simply stay here on the floor. Place your hands right in front of you, send your hips up, back into this half inner split here. Want to rotate back towards the front of your mat. Lift up your left knee off the ground and rotate your feet towards the left side of the mat into a wide-legged forefold. So you want to maintain a straight back. Just stay here for a moment. Move your hips right and left and check how your body feels. Hands on your hips. Slowly lift your torso up. Bend your left knee to a Skandasana squat. Flex your right toes up. And find extra support here just for a moment. Gonna rotate towards the back side of your mat for a low lunge on the left foot. Let's repeat that process. Again, raise your hands up towards the sky. Take a big inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to sink your hips down. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to sink your hips down. Lower your right hand down. Left hand pushes the left knee outside of the midline to find an opening on the left hip. You can slowly move the knee closer and away from your body. And with each exhale, feel how your body is able to release tension from this hip. And whenever you're ready, you can make circles with your hips. Synchronize the movement with your breath. Feel the different areas of the body that feel tight. Visualize with each breath, releasing some tension from that area. You can change directions of the circles. Frame your foot with both hands and send your hips back for a half split. You can use the blocks that are available to you. Push the ground away with your heel flexed at the toes. Maintain a straight back. And it's okay to bend the knee here just a little, as long as you're feeling a very deep stretch on the hamstring. And to add this movement into this, let's go back into a low lunge. So inhale and exhale to half split. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale to half split. 3 more times. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale to half split. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale to half split. Okay. Meet me at a low lunge. Rotate your hands to the right side of the mat or left side of the mat. Extend your left foot and plant it on the floor as you bend your right knee and send the hips back. Open up the inner thighs. Inhale to go up. Exhale to release and go back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to drop. Inhale to lift. Exhale to drop. Inhale to lift. One more time. Exhale to drop your hips down to the ground. Again, feel free to use any props available to you. You can put it underneath your pelvis to lift the hips off the ground just a little bit. This time we're stretching the right quads. You can use your stretch straps if available. Lift your right hand up towards the ceiling and try to reach your left foot. Make sure that your armpit is almost facing the sky and you're gazing over the ceiling. Feel a nice stretch in the right side of the lower back area. Inhale to lift your torso up. Rotate your chest towards your left knee and send your heart down. You can reach your hands out. Use extra props to get a deeper stretch on the hamstring. Take a big inhale, and with the next exhale, feel how your body is able to release some of that tension. Slowly push the ground away with your hands. Let's go back into lifting our hips up, rotating our left foot, and moving to a low lunge on the left side. Tuck your right toes, lift up your back knee, and send your hips towards the center for a wide-legged fourfold. And check how both hips feel here after this nice stretch. You can move the hips side to side. Reach towards your right ankle. Move towards the center and now reach towards your left. Rotate towards the front of your mat on the right side. Send your foot back for a downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, left heel towards the right glute, opening up the left hip. Extend your leg. Place it outside of your hands for a low lizard lunge. And step your right foot outside your hands. Send your hips down for Skandasana squat. You can use extra support here underneath your hips and sit down. With the elbows, you're gonna put it in between your knees and use it to push them away from the hips. Using your hands, keeping the back straight, lengthening through the spine, heels down, closing your eyes, and feeling the release in your lower back, in your hips. You can release from this by removing the block away from you or just simply laying on the back for our final resting pose, Savasana. Palms up to the ceiling, next to your thighs. And feeling your body. Check how your body feels after this session. Your lower back, your hamstrings, your hips. And just thank your body for the amazing things it's able to do. Whenever you're ready, rest on your left side for a fetal pose. Push the ground underneath you. And let's end this session in a seated position. Thank you so much for showing up today. Your body will definitely thank you. And we'll see you in my next video.